Montserrat stonework.
This is modern Montserrat stonework?
Yes. Yeah.
This one here.
Okay.
Initially, I think it was for fruiting.
Oh, right.
And then it came into sugar.
Sugar.
Because the sugar mill was there.
It was there. Oh, okay.
And eventually, well, we took it out.
Oh, yeah.
It was rotted down.
Right. Yeah.
And then from sugar, it evolved into
Cotton. Oh, right. Yes, that's how it goes, yes.
Wow. Cotton was the last thing. After cotton died, most of us was left. And my father went to America.
Oh, right.
And then my uncle stayed here, but he died a few years
later. Okay. Fair enough. Over there is where the old airport was. The volcano pyroclastic flow came down and swept over the old airport and also extended the land into the sea. Okay. So the whole area becomes much larger. So the airport also was there with the runway, and all that is totally gone. So that's where we get to put the airport in the north of the island. And if you look directly now, I was telling you about Guadeloupe. Look clearly, you can see Guadeloupe. Oh, yeah. See, you can see Guadeloupe right in the... That's Guadeloupe right there, okay? So that's Guadeloupe right there, and you can see. And then Antigua is over here on the other side. Yep. Absolutely beautiful. You have to see Guadeloupe on a very, very clear day. But luckily, we have...
The thing that struck me about Montserrat was that everybody was so friendly, and it's still like that. I think that was the chief reason why I decided to buy that property and start a high-tech studio on a remote island.
This is our famous runway got water. As it says on the sign, if you drink from the burn to Montserrat, you will return. I'm shaving the shell from off the nut, so you could find a nut, then you could cut it open and get the water and also the meat inside. I'm not going to cut them right around now because I've shown you how to cut them right around. So I'm just going to make the process much easier. Just to cut this one side and to take out the water and the food inside.
In the second surge, take out the whole village now and came through the fields, across the road and down to the checkpoint.
Look, I said, Mom, come. A pyroclastic flow coming down up here. Come get out from here. So I just dashed through out of the shed into the house, grabbed up my bag inside the bedroom and a pair of shoes. That's all I took.
Just in God, just like something boiled, like you boil something up. Right. And the whole thing just goes up like you boil something. I see like flames. I heard it sound like a tornado inside that thing. And it was making a big noise.
And fast.
And very fast. Nothing I ever seen that fast.
So this is what everybody is running from, and this is what we have to clean every day. Even though the house is closed, it still sweep through some of the glass windows or hurricane shutters, or even escape through some little part of the house. But the stress, the volcanic stress, it's terrible. It's killing us down here, mentally. The mental strain on us.
The slaves in the early days, they would mimic what they saw the Irish masters doing at Government House on the celebratory day. They wear a mask so that they would hide their faces so that the slave masters would not recognize which particular slave was trying to mimic them, was trying to copy them.
So you know who
they wouldn't know who you are.
No, you wouldn't know who you are. That's why you put on the mask and the whips to control you. Every mask you have a whip. The leader control the dancer.
a commemoration of the slave rebellion in 1768, I think. And because of tourism and stuff like that, a lot of the Irish, it's nice to have all the Irish stuff, but it's sort of been superimposed on that compared to the original idea. And the reason that the rebellion took place on St. Patrick's was because the plantation owners would have been celebrating St. Patrick because a lot of them were Irish. So it's kind of coincidental but I think it's quite nice to celebrate the Irish part of it, but it's a little bit false in a way.
It's me, JGP, back with you on ZJB 95.5 and 88.3. Also,
a gentleman, an expat, by the name of Frank DeLeo, and he started out Radio ZJB in 1952. It started out as a privately owned business. He was operating it back in the 1950s. Then it was nationalized, so to speak, when the government of Montserrat took it over and started operating in 1957. Because he could not dedicate the time or find the time to dedicate towards the operation of the radio station back then. So he, government took it over and started operating with volunteer staff.
With and about St. Patrick's week of activities, my, how quickly time has flown by. We got the days flying by so quickly. Of course, we can't forget the nights. Even the waves are like lazy to break this morning. Sea's looking nice.
ZJB, as I mentioned before, is a lifeline, and there are a lot of people, who depend on ZJB. So we are trying to groom some young people to take over the reins when we would have moved on, as I said, ZJB is a lifeline, and people depend on ZJB to find out what is going on with government operations, with the community. Although it's government-owned, Radio Montserrat, it's a community radio station, and the community, people in the community would have their say as well. And that is the brilliant thing with it, if I may say that the government has a role to play as well as the community, and we are operating as its conduit to get that information out to inform and to educate the public.